Hello guys, Tops here. Today, how does Killing Frenzy work in Belrose? So it's a tier 7 level 8 perk. A kill increases all damage by 25% for 2 turns, does not stack, but another kill will reset the timer. So if you kill an opponent, you basically get plus 25% flat damage to armor, to hit points, to everything, right? Which is has high synergy with Berserk because it triggers on the same effect. As soon as you kill an opponent, you get additional 4 action points, and in this case, you also would get plus 25% damage. It's, in my opinion, the second best damage perk after Killing Frenzy, after Berserk, of course. And Berserk and Killing Frenzy, they go hand in hand, and they go really well together. But they don't have to be picked together. I really like this perk. I pick it on all of my damage bros because on almost all of my damage bros I take Berserk, and if I take Berserk most of the time I take Killing Frenzy too. I really like this perk. Plus 25% damage is just nice. In this game it's hard to stack damage, but really efficient because it's not damage gets added cumulatively and not in addition. So if you have something like a huge guy who already has plus 10% damage, and then you proc Killing Frenzy, you basically get plus 25% damage from this 110% damage, right? So you're not getting 135% damage, so you're actually getting a little bit more. And stacking damage is just really, really nice, and small increases in damage can actually make a huge difference in Battle Bros, right? Can make a huge difference in terms of your output. So I really like Killing Frenzy. It's a late pickup. Most of the time, one of the last perks that I take on a brother. And yeah, let's check out Turtle's guide, what he has to say. Best guide in the game. It's a Steam guide. Yeah, more damage. Important to note, you can get it mid-swing if you AoE. And you are more likely to get targeted by the AI by 20%. All right. I will link it down below. You can read the guide yourself. If you have more questions, you will find some answers in this guide, for sure. Let's see how I use Killing Frenzy, on what kind of bros. On almost everybody. See, I don't use that on my sword duelist because I didn't have the perk, and this is one of the examples where I wish I didn't have taken Gifted. I had Killing Frenzy instead. But on almost all of my damage dealers, except for this Battleforged Dodge, I have a specific video on them, I take Killing Frenzy because yeah, hitting once per turn is not enough most of the time, especially when you are outnumbered. So berserking, attacking again with additional damage is the way to go. Killing your opponents fast is never a bad idea. And Killing Frenzy helps you to kill your opponents faster. I don't take Killing Frenzy on tanks because they don't kill stuff. Normally I don't take it on my Bannerman, but because again, normally he doesn't kill stuff, at least not often enough that I would care for Berserk or Killing Frenzy. I like to take Fearsome on my Bannerman. But of course I take it on my archers and all of my two-handers. And on my duelists if I can. But as you can see, duelists are really perk stuffed, so sometimes I sadly don't have the perk to take it on my duelists. Because you need a lot of perks on duelists, sadly. But on my two-handers, I always take it. And yeah, one of the strongest things you can do is stacking damage with big two-handed weapons in Battle Bros. If you have the brothers to use the two-handed weapons. And that's what I greed for. Big two-handers who just smash everything. Yeah. Generally, I do not like the fatigue neutral build. And even the fatigue neutral builds sometimes take Killing Frenzy, which is quite interesting. I would rather take Berserk over Killing Frenzy if I would have to choose, because attacking twice is just better than having plus 25% damage for 2 turns, right? You basically have, if you attack twice, that's plus 100% damage. If you proc Killing Frenzy for 2 turns, that's like plus 50% damage, right? So Berserk is more damage than Killing Frenzy in most cases, at least for 200 weapons. And I don't think Fatigue Neutral is a good build. So I like to have the Berserk, the Frenzy Berserk guys. And you don't need much Fatigue to make these guys. You can make them nimble to save Fatigue. You can give them Brawny, and they still have enough Fatigue to work with heavy Battleforge gear. I think that's a misconception that you need a lot of Fatigue for Battleforge frontliners most of the time. Even this guy with like 50 Fatigue is not optimal, but is fine. It's enough to give him Berserk Killing Frenzy. And especially in the late game, you are always outnumbered. You have a very target-rich environment. You have a lot of chances to trigger Berserk, trigger Killing Frenzy. And there will be people in the comments who say, it's not optimal, only a couple bros can trigger Berserk and Killing Frenzy and keeping up Berserk and blah, 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 blah. Having more opportunities to do more damage is more better. Smash your head against the wall until the wall breaks. That's how you play the game. At least if you want to have fun. Yeah, but yeah. Guys, if you have more questions, down in the comments below. I'm gonna see you there. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.